shit I wanted to say, man. What's up, everybody?
What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Episode 17 of the reboot series.
Stacking them up, mate. Stacking them on.
Stacking them up.
No, we should smooth out this wall as well. I reckon it'll be really good if we just get some concrete. And just...
What, you want to
Nah,
fucking... you want to render it?
I don't want to have to render another fucking thing the rest of my life.
It's got some vibe to it, I reckon.
Yeah, this has got a rustic look.
I want to add some more stuff to the wall, actually.
Yeah.
There is some cool stuff. I really want to put some like manga panels up that I love on the walls and stuff. But
there's a question when you look at like all the shit we've got out here. There's so much fucking stuff you can like content-wise you can display. This is not even half the shit that you have either.
I've got so much stuff behind us as well. Even you've probably got so much.
I've got so much. Well, this isn't even like the breadth of the shit we're interested in as well. There's like fucking heaps.
There's so much stuff.
Crazy. It's not enough for one table, mate.
Man, there's so much content to be made.
Yeah, we just need Lukey as well to probably decorate his own station over there as well with his own shit. Yeah, 100%, mate.
He could just like get a tattoo on his forehead.
Shoes on there.
This is what I love.
You cover it with hats most of the time anyway, mate. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Done.
It's just a massive schlong.
Yeah.
But it's robot.
We should make a bunch of fucking bumper stickers and just like plaster Perth City with them. Bring some views in.
It actually probably wouldn't be like
bit of vandalism.
A.W.S.O with like what is it, a fucking like one of those scannable
QR codes.
Yeah, that's
people right here.
That'd probably be pretty sick. So I'm just trying to get this last post up. You can only do one link. Dog act. You know what? I think I won't do Twitch this time because a lot of people prefer to actually watch on YouTube, which is
Twitch is just dying in general as
well. It kind of is, isn't it?
Like, I mean, I thought if we brought out that figurine with the titties, we could get a few more Twitch views. Yeah, it's where all the 13 and 14-year-olds go to watch porn, basically.
Dude, yeah, dude. Like everyone is literally well, man. I feel like right now in Australia, it's crazy because all the porn sites are blocked and stuff, which in some ways I think is actually it's not all of them, but I think it's a good thing.
I'm actually okay with it as well. Like, well, the only thing I never liked about the whole thing is that how do you prove someone's 16 or not? That's the thing. We all have like metrics being collected off us now, like quite a lot than we used to.
Yeah.
That if you can go onto websites right now, if you've not had to put your ID in to use any sort of social media site, that is because the amount of data they already hold over you, they know how old you are already. They know who you are, where you live, all of it. It's all being tracked now. It was probably being tracked the whole time, but now the government has access to it too, I think.
Yeah. There's probably not much that they don't have access to. Who's that? Ellen. Is that Aaron? I can't even see. Sorry, man.
Ian. E-I-E-N.
Ian, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? What's going on?
There you go, mate.
It's been a while. We've been getting back into it lately, actually. Luke, are you changing the?
I'm sending off the links to people.
Oh right, my bad.
Okay.
Sorry, dude. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't know that you weren't doing that.
It was just me lip reading.
I'm good now.
Oh, you good? Sweet. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's been a while, man.
It's been kind of. I mean, we had 2 weeks off the other week, but we're trying to make this consistent. Usually it's going to be a Saturday, but this week it was just a bit too busy on this Saturday, so we did the Sunday. So it's either Saturday or Sunday, either way.
Yeah, I do miss the Thursday nights back when we used to do it though.
The Thursday nighters.
I think it was good. I think because a lot of people like actually were free most of the time on like a Thursday night. You know, people weren't doing much.
Yeah.
He's trying to get his brightness up. Always something. Well, give us a second. We're experiencing technical difficulties. Do we have a button for that? We should have a button for that.
Yeah.
We do have a technical button, don't we?
I was wondering why I was looking a little dim. Yeah, we're back.
Oh yeah. That's something I've been thinking about. We should try we could just stream like fucking old school Smash or some sort of games as well. Not all the time, but every now and then.
Yeah.
You used to play it online, didn't you, Tekken? Is that what you used to do?
I played Tekken online, yeah. I used to play a lot of Tekken 7. I haven't streamed. I don't think I streamed Tekken 8 at all. I did play for a little bit. I got up to Fujin rank, which is like decent, and then I haven't played for like maybe 2 seasons now. And I think the new season there was a bit of controversy around season 3 because they pretty much didn't give people what they wanted, but then they just dropped a patch that fixed up a lot of stuff and nerfed a lot of characters except King, which a lot of
Kazuya player.
Kazuya, yeah. That's right. I was a Kazuya player. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
I only played Kazuya. I don't know any other character. I don't know any other moves. I literally just learned
Yeah.
Kazuya. That's
Be
it.
honest, did you used to get tilted?
Come on, man. You know.
I know, yeah, I know you.
It's so funny because Kazuya is such a high skill ceiling to actually play, and he doesn't have. I would say he's not a gimmicky character, which means that he's like really honest in the way he plays, but it's really hard to win with him. So it actually ups the salt level for me. I just get so much more tilted. But
Yeah.
he's really rewarding when you do win with him as well. Whereas there's players like characters like Yoshimitsu that are just fucking cheese,
Yeah.
man. And they're just
Keep on the spin.
they're such a pain to deal with where he's like a 50-50 character. So he's honest, but it also, because he's so honest, it's really easy to read what you're doing. So your mind games have to be through the
Yeah.
roof. Where with Yoshimitsu, he's so hard to fucking tell what he's going to do anyways. It's just such a pain to deal with him, but it's fun. I haven't played for a long time consistently. I did pull out over there. I've got my arcade stick out as well because I was going to
Yeah.
start playing again. But I don't know. I've just been busy doing other stuff, and it's hard to I know we talked about this. It's hard to invest a lot of time into gaming when it feels like you're wasting your time. But it's also, if you don't enjoy yourself a little bit, then what's the fucking point of anything, really?
Time enjoyed wasted is not wasted time.
True.
Right?
That is true.
Yeah, it's a hard one to get your head around as well because the older you get, the more responsibilities you have, and you do feel a bit more like, I don't know, feel a bit more like pathetic almost playing the games too much. But I don't know, man, we'll die at some point anyway, man. It's a finite amount of time. Like, why not just enjoy yourself? If it's something you like doing, just do it.
Yeah, no, that is true, and you're right. The responsibilities get higher, so then it's hard. It essentially becomes harder to justify spending 3-4 hours grinding a game, and then you're like, man, I could have been investing this into something. Like I could have, painted the front of the house, or I could have built something, or I could have been making something.
You'll never be as good as the next generation of like 12 or 13-year-olds who have like 10, 15 hours a day to put into it. You sit there getting rinsed by like some 13-year-old South Korean kid. It's a hard pill to swallow, man.
It's definitely hard when you don't have that much time, but I'm better than those little fucks anyway. So
I remember I used to play like quite a lot of FIFA back when I was studying like online FIFA. And me and Scotty used to do it quite a bit. And we could tell that we would play like 7-8 hours, man. We'll play from like maybe like 8 p.m. to like 3-4 a.m. every single evening. And we could tell what part of the world we're being paired with based on like the ping firstly and also how good the players would get.
yeah,
Like 3-4 in the morning, you start getting those freaking South Korean kids coming out of school, fucking get wrecked, mate. You have to avoid the Chinese window or the East Asian window.
well, it'd be hard. It's hard to play against anyone that has a high ping, regardless. So they
They're
might,
also very good.
yeah,
They're also very fucking good.
they'd be good, but it's hard to tell because you're literally playing with a lag time. So
Playing
it's hard.
on copper wired,
Copper
fucking
wire back
NBN.
then.
Yeah.
Whereas, like even in something like Tekken as well, the inputs are so important, and you need to be able to. It's like split-second decisions. So if you verse anyone with like just slightly too much lag, there's no point even playing anymore, which is annoying. And then also, people on Tekken 7. I don't know if it's the same on Tekken 8, but all of the ranking data was saved on the client side, so you could literally just save your rank. And if you got demoted, you could just copy it and paste it, like paste your higher rank. You just delete the old one, paste your old, and then you could just you could stay up there. So people, I didn't know, like I'd never done it myself, but I understand now. Back when I was streaming, people used to save a lower rank, and they'd be like, I don't know, Tekken God or something like that, which is high as fuck. They would copy that, put it somewhere, delete that, put my rank, and then just come and just fuck with me on stream. And it was so annoying,
you'd be
dude.
fucking furious.
Yeah, and like I was playing at the time where Tekken was sort of later into the life cycle, so the only people that were left playing were like the fucking best of the best. So, and I was learning Kazuya, trying to come up through those ranks, man. Fuck, that was a nightmare, dude. And I would genuinely get tilted. I obviously like would play it up a little bit on stream, but I would genuinely get tilted.
Oh,
doing
bro,
that shit.
I used to get so fucking tilted as well. I wasn't even doing it on a stream when I was playing FIFA. I used to like lose my cool. And Scotty, just calm as fuck. He never lost his cool. So if it was 3-4-0 down, I'm there like fucking throwing the remote and shit. Because the way the people would work is like you'd start on like Division 6 and you have to win 4 games. You have to get enough points and you get promoted until you get to, like the Premier League, the top. And as you get promoted, people you're versing are also like better and better and better. But I think the same thing you're saying. Some people must have like intentionally come down a level just to like skull drag you like 10, 12-0.
Yeah, well,
Can't curl, Gareth Bale. Fucking bullshit.
I can understand it when you're sort of in that in-between zone where it's like a big jump to get to the next level, but these people are genuinely smurfing. They call it smurfing. They're
Yeah,
essentially
okay.
like smurfing me to just get me tilted. Well,
Apparently you got beaten up by Brian all the time from this guy.
yeah, to be honest, man,
Any memories, Brian?
I think I probably do. Like, I do remember versing your Brian. I think we versed on stream a few times, and I definitely lost. But, man, there were so many characters like I would lose to. I'm pretty sure at some stage there was people like auto blocking, and I didn't even realize they were auto blocking
Yeah.
low on me. But yeah, I think I do remember versing your Brian, man. Sasana, yeah, I do remember. It's been so long since then.
When was the last time you played?
It would have been like, it must be 6 to 8 months since I actually jumped on and actually played it. I remember I bought the game when it first came out. I didn't play it for like a year. And then after about a year, I jumped on, I played, I got all the way up to Fujin rank. And then I don't know why, I just stopped playing. And I haven't played since then. I started playing Dragon Quest 11, which was like just
yeah.
a single player story mode, which
How's
was
that?
really fun. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
great
I
game.
can't remember Dragon Quest 11. I think I've gone through quite a few of them as well. Is that on?
It's
what
on.
console?
It released on PS4, but I think it's on everything now.
Alright.
But it's a
Is it
really
good?
good game. I
Alright,
actually really
sick.
enjoyed it. Apparently, it's a really easy way to get into the Dragon Quest series. I haven't finished
Sweet.
it, but it was one of the most fun I've had playing a single player story,
Yeah,
because you can
okay.
just jump on, and then it doesn't matter how long I haven't played for. It at the start when you log back in, it says you were doing this, and it gives it to you in a story format. So like, and you'd gone
yeah.
and visited this person. So I don't forget where I was actually at, because there's so much to do in that.
So I think there's Dragon Quest, Star Ocean, Wild Arms, like the Final Fantasy. Those are like the main RPGs I played growing up. I've done like maybe 5 or 6 of the Dragon Quest games, but I don't think I've played 11. I might actually give that a go.
Dragon Quest 11, yeah, 11, and I've got a whole bunch of them to
Yeah.
play through, but like I said, trying to disperse my time. We're trying to get through Metal Gear Solid right now,
Yeah.
and we still haven't even done
Fuck
that.
yeah, I still need to do that. So I'm about halfway through, I reckon.
Do you know what's
Maybe a bit
crazy
more.
is I was really enjoying myself playing it, but you just get sidetracked so easily. I don't know.
Yeah.
It must just be getting older or something. Where back in the day, when you're at high school, you can just dedicate all your time to just playing a video game.
There's a catcher, man. Cheers, Susanna. Cheers for tuning in.
Sasano, thanks, man. Take care, eh? Hopefully we'll see you around soon. Maybe you'll even see me jump on Tekken at some point. Maybe we can verse again.
You
But
get the itch.
yeah, I'm getting the itch again. But yeah, I appreciate you tuning in, brother. Take care. Have a good rest of your weekend. We'll see you around, all right?
Yeah, we get what you're saying, like trying to divvy up your time to those sort of things, because there's so many things. I've been really getting into golf lately as well. So it's like, if I have free time, do I want to go play golf? Do I want to jump on the games? I do want to still finish that game as well, but I do wonder if like what I really found refreshing about that game was like the simplicity. It wasn't all flashy. It wasn't like taking your attention to all these different places. It was just you're so focused on the one thing you're doing. I wonder if that's got enough for our like, attention riddled brains that we have these days to actually survive going through a game like that all the way and keeping the engagement high.
Well, I find that it was really fun when I didn't have my phone on me and I was just focused on playing the game. And what I've realized more and more is when I wake up, man, I'm literally scrolling, spamming people with reels, and then for the rest of the day, I'm either trying to listen to YouTube or something like
I'm trying to learn about stuff as well.
Yeah,
right?
but it's not good for you. You
Yeah.
shouldn't be doing that. You should be giving your brain time to just relax and think about stuff
Yeah.
without constantly influxing
Consuming.
it with something.
That's actually a great point. So, because mine's like the time slots I have where I could actually just sit and think. Probably I'm in the toilet. I'm always on my phone. There's no way. I just won't go if I don't have my phone on me. I'll like, hold it in and wait till I get my phone. But I wake up, I do the exact same thing. I hate the fact that I roll over and like just grab that. It's this instinctive thing. Like I'm sleeping, and I wake up and I'm so groggy, but I know exactly where my phone is in 3D or space. Like I could draw you a map of like, if my eyes shut, and I would know where that
You
little
grab it.
fucking rectangle sits. What part of my brain is constantly thinking about this thing? Because I'm not aware of it, but I can always tell you where it is. That's why those like, this NASA scientists all missing and shit, not having their phones on them. That's sussy as fuck. Who these days can go around without their phone on them? Would you go for a hike without your fucking phone? I can't go anywhere without this thing.
Yeah, that's the thing, is the only way to not get tracked these days is to just not have a phone. That's the only way. If you don't want to be tracked, just leave your phone somewhere. That's it. There's no other
Yeah.
way. If you have an Apple Watch, if you have anything with modern technology, it will be tracking you in some form or fashion.
Should we get ourselves that simple phone still?
That it's not going to change the tracking part, but
No.
it might help break the
The hook.
endless
The
scroll.
addiction. It
but-
must be an addiction, man. I wonder what the withdrawal would actually feel like if you properly didn't use it. We might realize it's linked with us chemically in our brains to some extent. Because if you try to stop using this thing, you're gonna feel like you just gave up heroin or something, man. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah, well, do you know how you like, oh, I'm like, we were doing the rendering and the painting and
Mm.
stuff. Think about it. During that time, we were not on our phones. We were solely focused on we're going to render. This is something to do. When we have tasks or things that we actually need to focus on, our phone just completely it can't capture you,
Yeah.
right? But the minute we're not actively applying ourselves to something, the first thing you do is pick up, you get a bit of dopamine by scrolling Instagram, you have a
Yeah.
laugh, you look through Facebook Marketplace, whatever, you check your emails for some reason. Like, why the fuck? Like, if you don't,
Dude,
you know?
I check my email so much for someone who doesn't give a fuck who sends me an email. Why do I keep checking it?
Yeah, it's
It's
because
99% spam.
yeah, you're literally
I love it.
if you try and avoid getting on Instagram and Facebook, you literally go to the next
Yeah.
thing. How has someone sent me an
ritualistic.
email? Yeah,
Bro, it's ritualistic. I have the same apps that check, close, and I don't know why it's like so ingrained. Even right now, I could tell you where each app sits on my phone screen. Just imaginary holding it in my hand. I don't like it, man. I don't like it. I don't like what has happened to us with that. And another thing I found with Reels as well, I can never remember what I just spent an hour watching. When it's like a video or it's like a long form thing, I take it in, man. I usually like bring it back to this podcast. When it's like a 8 to 10 second reel, I couldn't tell you what reel I looked at 34 seconds ago. Because as soon as the next one comes, it's in my brain just like deletes that little cube of time and it's fucking gone. How crazy is that? It's like a vortex of lost time.
you're literally blipping out moments of the day doing it. It's wild. That's why I almost don't even know if getting that other phone is going to solve it. It's almost as if you need to go back to something that's completely
Brick
analog.
phone. Yeah, oh my
Mm.
god. Because I do like listen to long form stuff, but when I drive, my car has all that on anyway. I can listen to podcasts and long form shit on there. I don't really need at any point in the day. I don't need to be able to watch shit on my phone. Every time I do it, I'm normally doing it when I'm already watching something else on the TV, which is a bit retarded. So why do I have like two screens?
Yes.
Like one screen's not enough. I have to also find something else.
That's the other crazy part is that you literally are watching TV and whilst the show's going, you're scrolling your phone. It's insane. I hate to revisit these topics all the time, but it's so serious. Like, I actually think it's such a serious problem.
Well, I've noticed it more since we talked about it, and now when we leave the podcast, and that might be one of the other reasons why I really like doing the podcast, because as we sit here and we're talking, you have to be engaged. You have to think. There's not anything could be happening on there right now. Doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter what YouTube videos just released. Nothing does not fucking matter. We're like focusing on this, and there's something really like relaxing about that.
It is.
I don't get that at work. Even at work, man, my phone's right there. At any point, I have no oversight anymore in my job. At any point, I've got my phone there to like take me away from what I'm supposed to be doing. And it's really difficult not to do that.
Yeah. I find sometimes I will finish like some minor task or send an email and then I habitually just go to check.
Reward
Has
yourself.
who's tried to contact me? What have I been sent? Like, why am I doing that? Whereas when we were rendering the front wall the other day, I did not check my phone at all. I had the music on. We were focused on that, and I was actually getting a lot of enjoyment out of just doing that like work, doing the
Yeah.
labor.
Yeah, I came back home and my wife asked me, how was it? I'm like, oh, we didn't even do a podcast in the end. So, oh, what'd you do? I'm like, we did a watch. Like, oh, it's like, you're right. Like, it was actually really like, really relaxing.
Yeah.
There was something about it. It was like a bonding experience about it. It was having a task to do, nothing about the phone, nothing else. I was genuinely enjoying myself doing labor.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
It is weird, and I sometimes when I'm in an office, because obviously I used to be a bricklayer, some days I think back to it's what I miss is those similar moments when there's 3 or 4 of yous out on site, you're building a brick wall, and it's going to be a house at the end, and you see the wall and you kind of all step back and look at it and you go, man, that actually is really nice brickwork. Like, we just built that, and the music's going, and like, say if it's a Friday, you usually have beers around like 2:30, 3 o'clock, and like you're
After-
knocking
yeah.
off, you go home early, and like I don't know, you finish like because like you've got to point the joints. So once you point them, like on this brickwork, this isn't pointed. This is sort of, it's like a different style where you use it's got 2 wheels. It's like a roller,
Yeah.
and you roll through it, and it's like a nail in it, and it scrapes out the joint.
Inside bit,
Whereas the
yeah.
other one you use, it's like a curved piece of metal, and you just run across it, and it smooths out. It makes that little groove, like the
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah, I can see
U-shaped
that.
groove. But like when you finish a wall like that and you stop and look at it, you're like, oh my goodness, man, we just knocked that wall up. It was just
Yeah.
incredible.
Do you
It's
reckon
really
like-
something. It feels good.
It's like a finite task that you have that you can see when it's going to be finished. Is that where the satisfaction comes in from? Because I found like working in an office space, the work kind of never ends, man. There's no, I'll finish the report, get it out, and it's like, okay, next thing. It's just next thing. There's no like end in sight. There's
Well, it's all digital. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a bunch of emails where you're just corresponding with people. Whereas when you actually physically build something, you see the results. Like, one, you get the good endorphins from exhausting yourself and expending energy when you actually expend energy. Fuck me, I can't even speak
energy.
today, but energy. I've had too much of those energy
too much
drinks.
energy.
No, it's like when you when you go to the gym,
Yeah.
you get those good endorphins after. When you're building a wall or you're rendering a wall, you're getting those same endorphins at the same time, but you also get to see the finished product at the end. Whereas when you go to the gym, you see it over a longer period of time.
Yeah.
Whereas when you see a wall or render or you build a piece of furniture, you see it almost
It's there, it's
immediately, right?
done. Yeah. Well, I know that a lot of those like mental health places for men, like they focus on like getting guys together and like to actually do something. They give them something to fix, like a car, or they work on something. Like I think it's a guy thing that you need to have some sort of like physical exertion where you change the world in a better way. Like that's where a lot of your positive mental health experiences come from. Problem solving. But like physical problem solving. But that's where it really is, because I do a lot of problem solving through like the reporting and stuff like that I do, but I don't get anywhere near the same satisfaction of like having a bucket with some concrete and some water and like mixing it together. That felt so different. That felt so much more satisfying. And like when I was really young in my career, I used to like, if I was really proud of a report I wrote, I would print it out and bind it and shit and have like a hard copy of it, because that felt really satisfying. Haven't done that in years.
Yeah,
Because the feeling's gone. I don't feel the satisfaction anymore.
yeah. The part of that is probably you have done it so much that there isn't the same sort of dopamine hit where something like rendering a wall you've never done.
Never done it before.
Which is the other thing as well, where I've never rendered a wall before, and it can be a little bit scary and nerve-wracking going, I'm going to try and do this myself. But the only way that you actually keep getting those endorphins is if you keep doing things that you've never done that challenge you, which is why it's so important to go to the gym and try and up the weights. Why, say you kind of get it with video games, right? Like you want to go up levels, you want to prestige in COD, you want to be a higher rank in Tekken.
It cheats through. It takes over that part of your brain that really needs that from life. Like it's the dragon you're meant to slay in life becomes in the video game instead. So you kind of get that. It's like a fake version of the real thing almost.
Absolutely, that's perfect. It is a fake version, which is why a lot of people don't get the same enjoyment at the end of the day in terms of building something physical. Sure, you can do it on a video game, but at the end of it, you unplug and you're just still the same person. You don't feel like you've made any real progress. And you can kind of feel a bit depressed. Like it makes you feel good in the moment because you're like, yeah, we're going around, we're in some virtual world collecting items that mean nothing. And then you go back to reality and you're like, I've literally achieved nothing.
Dude, you're a hero in the game, but a loser in life. And I think that jarringness to go from there to that, that's what a lot of people probably don't ever want to leave the game. They want to stay in the game forever. Like if you could plug them into it, they wouldn't switch off because they have that there and they can't get it in the real world. And that's a bit, I kind of get that, but like, let's say you got the fake version of it, right? Then you got the real version of it. Both, I think, are still better than just the doom scrolling on the phone, which gets you neither. Like when you're doom scrolling your phone and you have those like gaps of existence that just like flit away, you're not getting either of those things. You're not getting the fake version of being a hero. You're not getting the real version. You're getting nothing. You are like falling into an information spiral that leaves you more confused, I'd say, afterwards. I know less about what the world is now than before I consumed trillions of hours of content. I know less. It could be a flat earth. I don't fucking know anymore. I know less about what's happening. I'm less effective to do those things in the real world than if I just sat and played a video game, at least got the fake sense of accomplishment. But why do we all spend more time doing that? No one
Yeah,
criticizes that. Even successful people don't criticize the time lost on your phone or don't play video games. How about don't pointlessly consume media as well? That's probably worse.
yeah, it's true. And I think at least with video games, there's a storytelling. It's an art form, right? Where you can have art on the phone, but I think the way that it is delivered, the short form content, everyone feeds into it. Even we've fed into it by trying to make short, catchy clips that get people to look. But when you sort of think back on it now that you've mentioned it, it's so fleeting and the information is so
Forgotten.
easily digestible and forgotten that it doesn't actually add to anything. We're trying to get people to listen to long form content. It's way more difficult. But that also shows that if you want people to listen to your content, you actually have to put something decent and worth listening to out there to enjoy it in a long form.
Yeah.
But it's so hard because everyone's been programmed and delivered short form content. That I read a book called I think it was I can't remember. I can't remember the book. I'll have to find the book, but it was essentially about experiments, and they did them on monkeys with like getting food, and they train them to press a button. If you see this button, you press this, you get food. And then they slowly waned off how much food they would get each time they pressed the button. And by the end of it, they were getting more enjoyment from the anticipation of pressing the button than actually getting the food, because there was so much little coming out of it.
Yeah.
And that's essentially what's happened to us on our phones. It's the same exact thing. And we get so little dopamine from it now that we have to keep scrolling for a certain amount of time to get that initial dopamine hit that we used to get. It's spread over so much time that to get the same amount, you have to waste 3-4 hours of your time until you start to reduce the amount of time you spend on your phone, and your dopamine levels start to reset.
Yeah. But I think that's an absolutely fantastic point, and we are in many ways still like those freaking monkeys. Like the brain wiring is exactly the same, right? But I feel like I wish growing up, and I got a lot of this sort of I won't say propaganda, but a lot of the messaging from society was stop playing video games, like be an adult, do adult things. And one of the most adult things I think that adults genuinely accept, and it's accepted to do when you're a grown person, is to consume news. But I can't think of anything more wasteful with your time. Like there's nothing. There's nothing in my eyes that's probably worse than just like binging mainstream news outlets nonstop, which is what a lot of older people do. Like that's actually the waste of time. You're not getting informed about the world, you're just consuming propaganda. You're better off actually playing a game. As you said, at least there's like a storyline, there's some morals, some ethics, some human dilemma that's worked through. Like that's still better for your mind and your soul, I think, than just like binging the most current news breaking fucking events that basically spun to the point where they don't inform you on anything.
Yeah, you're 100% right. Everything is about balance. If you play video games in a balanced fashion, it's fine. If you use your phone in a semi-balanced fashion, it doesn't work because it's too addictive.
Yeah.
Where video games old school video games aren't as addictive as they are now. I think
yeah, for sure.
they're way more
Dude,
addictive.
some games now have taken whatever it was from that phone that got us all hooked. They've like studied it, they've refined it, they've like made it perfectly synthetic in some of these new games, like the battle royale system, for example, where there's not really any storyline, there's no human morality, there's no real art form. It's just like hook, repeat, hook, repeat, hook, repeat. Here's slightly higher numbers, number go up, and people like, dude, that is not what I mean when I say video games. To be honest, I think that's tapping into your little dopamine thing of progress that your mind wants to see in your own life, and that is abusing the fuck out of it with those games. And I can't stand games like that. I love playing them, unfortunately, but I know what they're doing, and I hate what they do. I wish those sort of games didn't exist, because that for me is like, that is just cheap dopamine, and that's what the problem is, right? It's cheap dopamine.
Yep, for sure. That's why I'm going back. Like behind me, I've got a whole bunch of CRT TVs and like
I love the shit you have here with that.
Yeah, the old school like consoles. I've got like my PlayStation 2, N64. I'm going back old school. That's why I'm so close to just getting a complete dumb phone and separating everything into individual things.
Yeah.
I don't want everything in one phone anymore. It's too much for me to handle.
We should journal the process, like take notes on what the process feels like once we do that. Because I want to do that as well. I've been wanting to do it for a long time. I think we should just fucking do it.
Yeah.
Like, go back to a dumb phone and just like feel the withdrawal, man, because I can't think of anything. I think a heroin addict might be able to describe what that's gonna feel like. Just trying to get that same fix.
Do you know?
But once you cleanse, bro, can you imagine how freaking peaceful you're gonna feel?
Well, that's what I was thinking because I've been wanting to do more long form content on. I started a YouTube channel. I don't know if anyone's actually tuning in right now, but I started a YouTube channel called Luigi No Plan because I never have a fucking plan.
Yeah.
And I just want to put content out based on like what I'm thinking about at the time. And I want to do, I don't care if it's like short form, like 3, 4, 5 minutes, or longer form content, but I wanted to start doing mini docos. And I was thinking we could have a mini doco on us getting rid of our
Jesus.
S23, which is what I've got, or whatever phone you've
Yeah.
got.
Going
And
back to the dumb phone.
I think that'd be a pretty cool documentary,
Yeah.
don't you think?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I myself I love collecting the data, so I want to see what happens. I'm so curious that'd be a great experiment to do because I can't remember a time. I think I'm maybe 14 or 15 years old was the last time I can remember where I didn't have a consistent spot of my mental bandwidth dedicated to where that thing is. And that for me that's so crazy. I don't think you understand just how much of your mental effort is to do that. The fact there's nothing else, right? There's nothing else. If I ask you to close your eyes right now and tell me where your wallet is, could you do it?
My wallet
Or your
I
keys?
I don't even have a wallet. It's combined into my phone case. So
Jeez.
my
Okay.
phone case
Yeah.
has 3 cards in it. My when I used to my like Smart Rider, my bank card, and my ID, and it's in my phone case. So I always have my phone on me. That's my wallet as
That's the
well.
problem. Get yourself a wallet. Go back to having a wallet. But what I mean is like, there's nothing else. Your car keys, your wallet, your sunglasses. There's no other device or item where you could close your eyes and 3D render the universe and tell me where that is almost at all times.
Mm.
But your phone, you can. I'm telling you, you can. There's almost not a single time in the day where you can close your eyes and not know exactly where your phone is. Like you can map a path to you picking up. And I've never spoken to a heroin addict before, but I bet you that's how they feel about the heroin. They could tell you where it is at all times.
Dude, you want to try and start a business like a heroin addict. They are hustling, bro. They are going to
Yeah.
get some heroin,
They got
whatever it
quests.
means. Always. They're always going to get some heroin.
Hey, tell me you're going to be sucking a dick in a back alley for a reel?
Oh, come on.
I need a couple reels, brother, please.
Yeah, just for a reel.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's rich coming from old fucking sucker robot dick over
Yeah.
here. Fucking, this guy can't stop puffing down on these fucking vapes.
Got him, mate. Got her.
What was I going to say? Yeah. Do you know what I was thinking though? Is that if we do that experiment, so here's some things I think we'd need to contend with is one, when you go out for dinner, you can't transfer someone money straight away. You can't deal with your banking. You can't mess with the stock market unless you sign into something on a computer. You can't take photos easy. You can't make posts on Instagram, it's kind of doesn't really matter anyways. What else can't you do? You can't use Android Auto on your car. You can't, what else can't you do?
I've got a key card that opens my car, so that's fine.
Yeah, so you could do that.
do
I'd pretty much lose Google Maps. I'd lose Android Auto, Spotify.
Can you get the software in your car that just has the maps that you pay a subscription for?
No,
You get a sat
I
nav.
would have to
Get a sat
put
nav.
a SIM card in my car. So I could probably do that.
I'd argue with the not being able to mess with the stock market in real time. That's probably a good thing, to be honest. I don't think I've ever made a trade decision in a rushed manner that was a good trade decision. Most of the
True.
times I make a bad one. Like, that's probably not the worst thing in the world not to have that at your fingertips and have to be more intentional with it.
Yeah, that's not a bad shout. So the only thing I'd have to deal with, I actually pulled out my old iPods
Yeah.
recently, which have no internet connection because I was thinking, am I going to disconnect myself completely?
Bro, let's do it. Would be absolutely hilarious if we both have like insane UFO sightings. Like just after we throw away the phone and you're like,
We just end up dead.
fucking
They
finally.
literally just we
Yeah.
unplug and just die. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the only thing sustaining you this whole time.
What do you think though? Do you think that you go the full analog, can't access anything, or do we go those like $600-700 like keyboard smartphone? I don't know.
Try to wean off or hard cut.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
that's
just
what it's all
don't know. I just don't know if I can trust myself to
exist in the world again. But that's kind of the problem, isn't
not
it?
exist in the world. I
Function.
I don't know if I can trust myself with a halfway device.
Yeah, okay, I see
because
what you mean. Yeah,
we're so good at finding a way to justify why we're doing something. I just don't know if it's a good idea.
To get a halfway device. Yeah, I think so as well. I think you would just do the exact same thing, but it would be a bit harder for you to do it. It
Mm.
won't really stop you. I found anytime I want to cut something out or quit something that I know is not good for me, the best way I have to do it is to not have it in the house. That's always been my way to do it. Just cut it clean. It's so much easier to make one decision to stop yourself than it is to have to make 1,000 decisions to stop yourself at all times. So the decision, just get rid. And then that's it. You don't have to choose again. You just have to make the right decision once. And then it's way easier to stick with it beyond that point. It's very hard to have it sit there and have you keep telling yourself, no, don't do it. No, don't do it. That's impossible. Even you with all your discipline, you try to stop looking at reels that last like 18 to 24 hours and you're back to sending me
back on
reels
it.
again. Because you have to keep making a difficult decision.
I
When you
don't
make
like
it
it.
once.
Mm.
You make the decision once and go, okay, nah, done. It's gone. That's it. You don't have to decide again.
It makes me feel sick thinking
Yeah.
this, actually, when you think about it in that, like,
The sense of dread that we're like,
it actually is, yeah.
well, it's not just one of us. We'll both do this. We'll both do this. I'll give my phone to my mum or something. She needs a new phone anyway. Just get her addicted to it. She's fine. They can handle it.
They've already got years of
They,
propaganda
can
in
use-
them.
they don't know how to even access the real. She doesn't have an Instagram account. She's okay.
Oh, so she'll be fine, yeah.
She's okay.
Like, yeah, I think...
Oh my lord, my anxiety is
I
like,
know, I start
my
fretting
lord.
because I'm starting to think, man, can I actually get through day to day
But
with it?
imagine what's waiting on the other side for us here.
Mm.
Do we level up? Is that some way where we get? Think about it, life is like a competition to some extent as well. You're competing with people in your field all the time. If you can do this, are you just getting like a massive head start on everyone else around you? Are you like just breaking through somehow because you won't have that distraction? You will get 2-3 hours a day back to yourself. At least, I think at least. I can't imagine how much time. I think 2-3 hours a day, more on weekends. That just comes back to you just to think, just to sit there with your own thoughts, even, dude. Even if you're not doing anything productive with it.
You're right, and I also think that it's not just going to be the time. I think it's going to be the way that your brain's operating. I think
Your
that's
focus
I think
might
it's actually going to
skyrocket.
Oh, 'cause you know what? I think we just have to commit while we've got like the buzz going, because if we don't,
We're never going to.
It's-
You're gonna live your
it's-
whole
it's
life.
not gonna
Do you-
happen.
okay, like as anxiety driving as it makes me think to do this, do you want to live the rest of your life never breaking this habit, never even seeing what's on the other side of breaking this habit? Because this has been our brain since teenage years, the age we both are. We've not had a functional adult day without a smartphone. My entire life. Doesn't matter where I've gone. I've gone places. I've gone planes where I have no reception. And I'm still like, I'll find some bullshit thing to do on there. So even on the plane, I don't have to spend a minute thinking. Blasting podcasts, blasting music, something to keep consuming. I can't remember the last time I didn't consume content. I just sat there.
You're not going to be able to put videos on your phones anymore to watch video content. You're going to have to get a tablet to do that,
Or laptop.
or a laptop. Yeah.
And then at least if I want to watch content, I have to go to the desk, sit down, turn it on. Just add a few more steps.
Yeah.
That's the best way to break an addiction. Make it a bit harder. So when I said before, if I want to stop eating sugar, I get it out of the house. That doesn't mean sugar's gone for me. It just means if I want it, I have to get in the car, drive to the shop, and buy some.
It's an active choice.
And then there's enough time in that decision for me to constantly go, okay, no, let's not do it. If it's sitting there in the pantry, I'm gonna fucking eat it.
Yep.
And I've got pretty decent discipline. I'm gonna fucking eat it if it's there. But if it's not there, I can go weeks and weeks without eating anything sweet, as long as I don't have it inside the house. So I think that's the fix, man. Just don't have it. Don't have it there.
I think so. I think it's gone. This has gone on long enough.
Yeah, Lukey.
Is this it?
Lukey, can we get you in on this? Okay, Lukey's not in. I think it's it, bro. Let's just fucking do this.
I
If
think
anyone can do this and try, I think we can do it.
I think so. And do you know what I'm gonna do? I think we're gonna film it. I think we're gonna film this as like a mini doco.
Dude, my hands are gonna fucking shake. I can already fucking feel it.
I'm actually genuinely nervous,
think
which
we're
is
gonna do
making me
it.
feel sick because
I think we're
I'm
gonna do it.
worried about how I'm gonna go with this, which
Yeah.
is fucked. I don't want
Which
to
is
feel
making
like
me,
this.
but it's also making me angry because I'm like, well, fuck, how addicted am I to a thing that
I
just
know.
thinking about it's
That's
making
what
me
I'm
feel
worried
anxious.
about.
But I don't need it. I know I don't need it.
We
I
don't.
know I can enjoy my time. I know I don't need it. Like, do you know what I
Mm.
mean? I know that it's not going to be as bad. I think my brain, as every addict's brain will do, will make you think that it's going to be the end of the world.
Yeah, I actually am feeling a bit of anger, like towards.
How hard this is even to
Yeah,
think about.
yeah. And like I actually kind of don't want to let go of
Yeah.
it, which is fucked. When I genuinely stop and think
Yeah.
about it, it's like literally welling up
Yeah.
anger inside of me to let it go.
But you know what strengthens me? Because like the biggest argument I have to like not getting rid of it is like, oh, but it's my access to the world, it's to knowledge, to knowledge. Man, I had that thing for over a decade. We've done this podcast for a long time.
Mm.
If you ask me to list out to you the things that I'm certain of, fucking nothing. So what was it for?
Yeah.
What were the hundreds of hours of YouTube videos for? What were they for if I still can't tell you anything for certain? I can't disprove or prove a single conspiracy theory, bro. I'm still sitting in the I don't know basket. So why did I do all that? If that's my biggest claim to using it is that it's knowledge, it's information. It's shit information. It's shit knowledge. I don't trust what I hear from it most of the fucking time. Everyone's propagandized. Everyone's biased. Why do I need to tune into that? Tap me on the shoulder when something big happens. Oh, aliens landed on the fucking White House lawn. Great. Touch me on the shoulder when that happens. Until then, I don't give a fuck. I don't need to watch Monday news, Tuesday news, Wednesday news, Thursday news, when nothing news happened for 60 fucking years.
Yeah.
Life is just life. Why do I need to keep tuning in?
Exactly. When I really stop and think, like, I get up in the morning, the first thing I do is, what's going on in the world? What am I going to allow to be plugged into my own brain? First thing in the morning, bro. I wake up and in my head, if I'm sleeping, I shut my eyes and I can go bang and grab my phone straight away. And I know where it is.
I don't know. I'm dead asleep and I wake up. I'm awake for a few seconds. I can just go
Grab it.
and I can sign in like eyes closed.
What's the first thing that you open when you get up in the morning?
Usually X. I go on X because that's news stories. on there.
Really?
I got
X?
pretty good calibrated like news stories on
Yeah.
there, and then I brain rot on Instagram.
I see. I usually go Facebook or Insta.
Yeah.
It could go either way depending on which one. If I pull my phone down and I see a notification, it's a 50-50 chance which one I go on.
What app do you reckon you spent the most time on? That'd be a great fucking thing to get. That.
Instagram, he's a real
He's a real whore.
I spend a lot of time on Instagram for sure, but
He's a real whore.
yeah, I'm a real whore.
I love it.
I spend a lot of time on Insta,
Mm.
but I reckon it'd be tough if Facebook, it depends. If I get sucked into a loop and I start looping on Facebook, I'll go and I'll start reading like on Instagram, I generally get stuck in reels. On Facebook, it's usually a
Chains,
picture
yeah.
and then it's got like a massive spiel about something, like if I'm reading One Piece, it's like a theory or something like that. And then if I get bored of that, I'm like, all right, I'll check out what's on Marketplace. And then I just start scrolling Marketplace and I'm searching to see if any deals have come up
Yeah.
on things that I want. So it goes either way. Depends which one catches me first. But I actually don't like it at all.
Mine has to be, I think, YouTube. I spend the most time on YouTube. I always try to avoid the shorts. As soon as I go into a shorts fucking spiral, that's it. Yeah, it's straight to shorts. It never used to be like
Does
that.
it really?
Yeah.
You go straight to
Yeah,
shorts?
straight to shorts. Shorts, and you have to go past it. You have to really try to get past it and not get hooked by something.
Do you know what's interesting is that I don't access YouTube the same way. I don't use the app.
Mm.
I go through Firefox with an ad blocker.
Okay.
So I don't get any ads on my phone. So I access
Ooh.
everything through a browser.
You get a different YouTube to people
Yeah,
going for the phone app.
So I only use YouTube for long form content.
Yeah.
I don't use it for reels.
Yeah, I wish I
That's
could
why
do that.
Instagram has me
Yeah.
for reels.
yeah.
YouTube,
Yeah, you never send me YouTube. You're right. I
never
never
send
get
you
YouTube shorts from you.
yeah, because I only ever
Yeah.
access it through Firefox, so I don't get ads. And then
Yeah.
so when I am at work, if I stop and I want a quick dopamine hit, I assume I'll open up, it'll either be Facebook or Insta. But
Mm.
when I'm working, if I've got headphones in or I'm doing something around the house, I've got a long form YouTube
Yeah.
content going. So my brain is constantly
Yeah.
getting fed fucking
You never
info.
get a break.
Never.
You never. And that's just not how we've evolved as
I assume that you're
as
similar,
creatures.
right?
Yeah,
I
very
assume
similar.
you're similar.
I consider it a waste if I give my brain a break.
Yeah,
Does
so
that
do
what I'm
I,
doing?
because I'm like, I could be listening to something, getting some info.
I used to, but I think that's a strength, and that's what I'm trying to say to you. Like, I convinced myself that was a strength. That was my excuse for taking the drug, which is the phone, which is the content. But we sit here, and I can't tell you anything for certain. How? How can I know? If I can't tell you anything for certain, do you know how much I consume, bro? I don't have a minute of the waking day where I'm not trying to consume something about the world, which I thought was true, which I thought was documentary style, which I thought was journalism. I can't tell you what's really happening in the world at any given point in time.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's for
So why'd I
me.
do it?
Sometimes I actually just enjoy the droning of something in the background, just someone speaking, like just some sort of like. And I don't know why I enjoy that, but I do.
Just a background noise.
Yeah, like, but of just someone talking. But then sometimes I'm like, man, this topic I have no interest in it, and I end up just changing videos to something that I think I might enjoy
Mm. We-
listening to.
There's actually a theory that there's like, the Earth actually resonates at a certain frequency. There's like a background hum of nature. That the theory is that we, as all living beings on Earth, have evolved to like resonate with, because it makes sense. If every species evolved on Earth, Earth has a sound. Like we don't actually get exposed to that sound at all because we're always playing something digital, something like an absolute artificial frequency is always playing, dude. It's always, you might have a minute in an entire 24-hour period where you're not listening to something. Some people sleep with fans on. Again, you're generating artificial frequency. We're never just still quiet, like ever. That can't be good.
Yeah, there's always
It can't be
something.
good for your psyche, surely. And we have a lot of mental health problems and a lot of like illnesses and stuff. Like something's not going right with how humans are living these days. We can all tell that at least. At the very least, we can all agree something's probably going wrong. We all seem pretty miserable, pretty unhappy, pretty sick. I'd say so, right? You look at cancer rates, look at illness rates, look at life satisfaction rates, all of it. And then none of us are ever just still with our own thoughts in nature, in quiet, almost ever.
Mm. Yeah, you're right.
Which is something that we used to do all the time.
Yeah, I think so. Once we finish this podcast, I say we have a look at the most optimal analog phone that maybe we can still hotspot if we need to in an emergency or something like that. But this might be the last weekend I actually have this phone.
I think so. I think we need to do
I think
this.
it's time to
I've never felt more like I need to do
like
this
a conviction of it to do it. Yeah, for sure. I'm 100%.
We're doing this. Let's fucking do this,
Should we do
brother.
it?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We're fucking doing it. It's happening.
Game on, yeah.
Game on. Let's fucking do this. Let's
Fuck,
make it
this,
happen.
this is it. I'm not gonna. Fuck,
Fuck.
it's intense because
Yeah.
I think it's going to be interesting because I think we should document this. I think I'll set up my camera and we'll actually talk about it a little bit, and I'll do like a mini doco on this because that way we can actually still generate some content.
Yeah.
And
talk about
document-
what we're experiencing as well, because I think it's pretty novel and it's pretty unique. Because I don't think a lot of people are gonna even try what we're about to attempt.
No.
I'm nervous about even trying it as well.
I don't know. Just it's got too much of a hold on us, for sure.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable with how much of a hold it has.
Yeah.
And I'm not comfortable about the people who've designed it or how they gamified all of it. If you look at all like the app developers and all that stuff, they all came from like mobile gaming, like and gambling. The addiction centers of your brain have gone into everything in those phones. Apple and Samsung, they hide all those sort of people. It's like, how do we get people addicted to our devices? Like we're up against like some of the most evil triad of mental manipulation you could possibly think about in the history of the human species has gone into making those phones. Gambling, mobile games, and addiction specialists have designed everything in your phone. The colors, the sounds, the vibrations, all of it. Everything, how it feels in your hand, like all of it. And we're going to sit here and we're going to try and stop it. We're going to try to cut that cord.
This is the end. This is the end. I am going to. We'll actually get off. If I can, we'll literally just order it straight away.
Let's do it.
I'll find what the
Alright.
best one is.
I'm
And we'll order it.
going to wrap up the potty.
We'll
We'll
call it
order
there.
this. Call the guys.
This was less of a potty and more of a
life changing experience.
It is. Yeah. This could be. This could be
it.
interesting because
Sunday mass.
Sunday mass here.
Holy shit. That's what this is.
It's like
Sunday mass.
it's like us giving up the.
Dude, could you imagine if
know.
there's like, spirits of ancestors that are sitting out there watching us do this, trying to cheer us on right now, just trying to get us to
Applauding.
break it. Like, come on.
I know it.
Let's fucking do it.
It feels like that's it. I feel like I'm actually getting a bit of a buzz
Yeah.
thinking about it now. So, and then we'll
do it.
document it, and then we actually get a mini doco out of this, and we'll
Yeah.
do like a weekly update or something. Because I'll film it on my proper camera, so we'll actually, and I'll edit it and stuff, and we'll put it up on YouTube.
We'll
hey?
have a chat inside of each potty, just like, how's last week been for you? And
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be profound.
I think it'll be
it's
fun.
gonna be profound, dude. I think it's gonna be a really, really strange feeling. I think it's gonna be a feeling of loss. I think you're gonna go through all the stages of grief, and I think it's gonna be like really hard, like you've lost your best friend or something like that. It's gonna really feel fucking rough.
It's going to be weird because we always have that like pick it up and just
Yeah.
check quickly, and that's not going to happen.
What are you gonna do?
anymore.
You're gonna be, oh shit, what do I do now? And you're gonna sit there. Maybe we finally finish some of these fucking books we're trying to read.
True. I actually just finished Kafka on the Shore last night.
Yes, I need to order that online.
Yeah.
Do you have a hard copy? You're on your
No,
Kindle,
I
yeah.
read on the Kindle.
Oh,
I do
yeah.
sometimes order a physical book, but for that one, I just chucked it on. Man, it was a really interesting. It was strange in some parts, but it was very good.
Yeah.
I found it very good.
I want to get through that.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Let's do
All right.
it.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
What I'm going to suggest is, what was I going to say? I had something in my mind. I can't even fucking think about us. Oh, yeah, because the other thing I was thinking is because we come in here and we do this each week, right? Most of the time, we're sort of slaves to whatever propaganda is being pushed on our phones. But now, once we unplug from this, we're going to have our own content that we're
Thinking about,
developing
yeah.
outside of whatever that hive mind is, which is going to be interesting. So week to week now, one, we're going to be able to do this little mini doco series and film our journey through demodernizing our phones. But then we're also going to have these really strange things that are just coming back to us and what we're doing on the offside. It's going to be really cool.
If you start having more vivid dreams, I think that might be one of the things. I have a theory of a bunch of theories of what's going to happen to us as we break from this as well. But all of them are so fascinating. Not only that, you'll have time to actually think about things that you care about, things that you find interesting. We can still research those things using our laptops and stuff like that to have like backed up information, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Man, you're gonna unhook yourself.
It's going back to, I think we should have a couple of set parameters here, right? Is that one, we're not allowed to use, can't ever go back to this. We stick to whatever we've got. Two, we should try and maximize using individual items for each job.
Yeah.
If I'm going to take a photo, I'm going to use a camera. If I want to upload it to Instagram, I'm going onto a computer to do it.
Yeah.
The difficult thing for me is probably going to be Spotify because I listen to a lot of music.
That's probably not a good thing either. Like, let your brain not have that coming into it. See what comes up instead.
Yeah.
Because I reckon, like, the biggest thing that's going to happen is the amount of your, like, white matter in your brain that's currently linked to in your frontal cortex, your visual receptors, that's going to drop significantly, which is going to free up a lot more of the rest of your brain to be active and to have thoughts. And you're going to find the back parts of it, creativity, imagination, all these other parts of your brain are going to start firing off a lot more. Because that's what the phone does. You hook. That's why you can't remember what you watched. Because it doesn't activate the memory centers. It just takes the frontal cortex of your brain. That's all that's active whilst you're going through reels and on your phone. Like, what the fuck's going to happen to your brain, dude? It's going to be crazy.
Yeah. Well, all right. This is week one of this experiment. All right. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We'll keep you posted. Follow me if you're going to check this out. It's Luigi No Plan is my my YouTube channel, which I'm going to just post random things to, which I don't know what it's going to be, but I'm assuming that it makes the most sense. If I'm going to unplug from a phone, I'm just going to start posting videos on random things that I'm doing. So Luigi No Plan just made the most sense.